Salut, bienvenue sur ma page YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Innocent Messi. I am obsessed about everything about Africa, every talent of Africa, and today episode I'm going to talk to you about my recent visit to Zimbabwe. Like you can see at the top of my channel, the first video is like I'm obsessed about Zimbabwe. Of course, yes, I am obsessed. I have two sons with a Zimbabwean man. But since with my last visit about a year or 2 years ago, I became more obsessed about Zimbabwe and I really wanted to visit. So I've done it now. I'm back. I even have the flag. So yeah, this is part one of my journey. I hope you enjoy it like I did. I had so much fun, you know. It was so amazing. The family, everything. So watch the video, watch this part one. I'm gonna keep on posting each week my journey, so stay tuned and like, subscribe, share, and yeah, enjoy. So this is us leaving Heathrow and my two boys getting on the plane. It was just me, my boys, and their grandmother. She left a day before us so she could get everything ready. We travel with Rwanda Air. I'm gonna say it was a good airline. You know, I like to support African airline. And we arrived in Rwanda Air. It was such a long flight, but the boys, they took it so well. First time going to Africa, so I was very proud of them. Like, they were amazing. So our first destination was Kigali in Rwanda, and then we had to take a second plane for Harare. We finally made it to Harare, and the whole family was there waiting for us, and it was so lovely. It was so hot, but I love the heat. I mean, Zimbabwe, they say it's so hot in Zimbabwe. Like, trust me, you've never been in Douala, so it was really hot. We were like in the car, and you know, like in Africa, people don't really respect the number of people on the seat, so we were like sitting on top of each other, but it was lovely. And then we finally made it home. Everyone was there waiting for us. Everyone was there welcoming. That's my mother-in-law in green. And like we had all the cousins, the auntie, the babies, the nieces, the uncles. Like it was really good. You know, like in the UK, you just have your family, your children, and your hobby, your job and stuff. But it was really nice to have all the family around and first time seeing their cousin. I had to film this. I don't know, I had to zoom, but these are bees. Bees by the gate. They actually have their nest into that place. Anyway, the next morning, my son was just like playing football barefoot, and then I taught them how to harvest sugar cane. It was right at the back of the house, and my son experienced saying, "This is Auntie Valley," and she was just demonstrating to my son like how to clean and eat sugarcane. And he tried his best. He was just like, how do I go about it? And then she went straight in and just like demonstrating, like, this is how you do it. She went straight in with her teeth, you know, this is how we do it in Africa. And he tried, but he wasn't so successful at the end. I had to do it for him, and but yeah, he struggled with it, but he loved it. He loved it. He tried to eat it. How sweet is it? That's very sweet. Ryan, my youngest, on the other hand, wasn't too keen. He didn't know how to eat it. He was like, nope, I'm not having this. He tried, but I think his teeth were not strong enough to handle it. So he was like, no, I give up. And he didn't like the bits on his tongue. Then there was a goat that was killed in the early morning. So all the women, we were all in the kitchen cooking. And this is Auntie Valet. Well, like Auntie Valet is actually the mother of Valet, and yeah, it's complicated. Anyway, she's so funny and lovely. This is another cousin, and as my mother-in-law, and she was just like, she was making all the pork. She was roasting pork and it was really hot. She was just telling me that it's really hot. I mean, I love the heat. I enjoy the heat. And like coming from Cameroon, like if you live in Douala, you'll know that Douala is really, really, really hot. So the heat in Harare is nothing. I was actually enjoying it really much.
You did.
And yeah, so we just like cooking and like all the aunties, everyone was there. Um, just everyone was just doing their part and stuff. And there was so much meat. And yeah, so this is just the house where my partner grew up, and this is where his family live. And it was, you know, um, a good thing to see his family and that um, his distant family. It was lovely to have them, to see them around and to blend with them and get to know them and like, yeah. And then the aunties and they were like talking, speaking in Shona. I don't understand Shona. I don't speak Shona, but like Shona is a Bantu language, so it's very similar to Lingala and Mbiemo from Cameroon. So like some of the words like Mwana means child in Lingala, it also means child in Shona, and Nyama means meat in Shona. It also means meat in Lingala. So there's a couple of words that I can like put one or two together and kind of like guess what they're talking about. So yeah, so it wasn't yeah, a bad thing. I actually enjoy them speaking their language, and that's just me taking a selfie. Yeah, so it was like really lovely. And like me, I was cooking jollof rice. My mother-in-law asked me to cook jollof rice. I'm not a jollof rice expert, so please, the Nigerian and the Ghanaian, don't come and jump onto me. I'm just trying. I did it my own way, so I blended all the tomatoes and peppers and stuff, and made the sauce before adding the rice and all that. But then my mother-in-law, she gave me this jar. I think she just wanted to jeopardize my dish, right? She gave me this jar. She didn't tell me that most of her family members don't eat chili, and this jar of jollof sauce had chili in it. I didn't know, right? So when I was doing all the blending of the tomato sauce and stuff, I added the jar she gave me, and guess what? It had chili. So at the end, no one really enjoyed eating it because most people didn't eat chili, but I enjoyed my jollof rice. Um, so, but that was only the thing. But it was really, really nice, especially cooking a big quantity. Yeah, and I was also outside cooking big pot, like cooking the meat, and then lunchtime, my boys, they were having lunch on the floor, using their hands with all their cousins. I really love that. I love the way they just like naturally just blended in and just they didn't complain, they didn't act funny, they just went straight in. And then later, my son was helping his cousin outside to start the barbecue fire, to barbecue meat, and burgers and sausages. And he again, he was really hand on to it, like getting the plastic. They taught him how to do like what to get, and he was just like really invested into finding the plastic and bringing over to burn, to start the fire. And Ryan was just watching, and me, I was just filming. But like I was really proud of them. Like, you know, you even if you're born, no, it doesn't matter where you're born. When you're African, when you come back to the continent, it's just naturally comes to you. You just naturally become part of the people. You feel at home because everybody's look like you. And like I remember when we were like, we arrived at the airport and we were like driving through to go home, and he was like, "Mom, there's so many black people, like I feel like everyone looks like me here." And he was like, "Yes, everyone looks like you because this is your home, this is your continent." Then came night time, and it was time for the party. And this is my lovely cousin Vanessa, and she was just like really dancing, and she didn't know I was filming her. But I love the footstep. I need to learn the dance. Yeah, it was very beautiful. And this is another auntie just dancing, going for it, and yeah, the children. It was just like, yeah, party. Everyone was just like having a good time and singing. And yeah, I was shy at first. I was like, I'm not dancing, I'm not joining. But then I couldn't escape. They put me on stage. They put like Congolese music, and I was like just showing them the move. I had to get into the group. It was just so much fun. Really, really lovely, and yeah, it was it was amazing. After that, I was really, really tired. I just went to bed. Um, so yeah, this is how our first 2 days went, and it was really amazing. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna put on upload part two. So stay tuned, and yeah, there's so much to to show you everything that I did. So stay tuned. Keep on watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave your comment down below. And yeah, have a lovely day. Bye bye.